Welcome to the Best Boys Anime Podcast. This is episode 8. 8, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, 9. No, it's episode 9.
Episode 9.
Episode 9. Again, I should check before we start this thing. This week, we've got a very good episode coming from Jake. Jake wants to say, your idea.
Yeah, so we had the Olympics just wrap up last week, I think. We had a lot of athletes do anime poses where they were inspired by certain anime characters. So we thought we'd do the Anime Olympics.
Yeah, so we've got a few events. We've thought previously about which characters would fit these events best, and then we're going to discuss them and the anime and which ones we think would work better. Yeah. Although, as is becoming tradition, Jake, we've got some hot takes, I think.
Yeah.
Not from me this week. I actually haven't been irked by anything, but you've got a few good ones, I think.
Yeah, I got some hot takes, so I'm ready if you are.
Go for it.
Okay, so my number one on the list here that I was thinking about the other day, the Beatles are shit. The musicians. They're garbage. Why do people pretend they're good?
I really I've never been able to get into it.
Yeah, because I did it when I was younger. Everyone talks about them. They're really, really good. So I was sort of maybe I'll force myself to listen to them and try and see if I like them and see what everyone's going on about. They're just shit.
Yeah, I understand they were probably good for the time, but I don't get the whole. Everyone fucking loves the Beatles, don't they? Not everyone, but you get those people where it's
diehard Beatle fans.
Yeah,
just haven't heard any other music.
Yeah, the only songs I listen to are the Beatles. And
Beatles are garbage.
Yeah. I don't get, and you get people who get Beatles on the wall, and they still have the whole Abbey Road thing going on.
Yeah, everyone loves I get it if maybe they like the aesthetic, but the music, there's nothing there.
No, I don't feel like anything in the music, but they were massive, weren't they?
They were huge.
Yeah, they were huge.
Somebody must have thought they were good.
Well, lots of people thought they were good.
I'm sure it's just a worldwide joke where all the boomers were right, when all millennials are born, we're going to pretend we like the Beatles.
Yeah.
It's just it's a worldwide prank. They still think we like the Beatles.
They all think the Beatles are good.
I don't know. Yeah, the Beatles are shit is basically what I come up with for that.
Yeah.
Hot take, the Beatles are shit is...
Yeah, that's fair enough. I know other people like them, but I just don't... Not for me.
It's not for me. There's nothing to them.
No.
Yeah. So we got another one. I was walking the dog this morning. Heard a guy say, I only drink water when there's a tea bag in it.
Yeah.
Here's my hot take. If you don't like water, you've failed as a human being.
Water is so fucking good, though. I'm literally drinking it right now.
Yeah.
Hydration is so important. I bet you 90% of the people walking around are dehydrated as fuck.
Dehydrated as fuck, yeah. I do not get people if you just drink water, that's all right. You don't really care one way or the other. It's that people have that weird pride where they I don't like water.
I don't really drink water.
I don't drink water.
Yeah.
I only drink beer and orange juice. You're what?
I only piss sludge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts most of the time when I go for a piss. But
it's normal to burn when you pee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've known a few people like that. And they just drink fucking Monster Energy. Mm-hmm. I drink Monster Energy, coffee, and then I have whiskey at night. Bro.
Do your kidneys hurt all the time?
Yeah. You must have a constant headache.
Yeah.
Fucking hydrate.
Yeah, drink more water, folks.
Also, hydrating solves a lot of your problems. If you get headaches or have eye problems or anything,
stomachache, anything
like that, just drink water and just drink more water for 2 weeks, and you do pee more, but
it's healthier.
It's healthier. You're meant to.
Yeah. So I think I'll leave it at 2 hot takes. But one thing I do want to talk about is last episode we talked about your hot take of girls' Tinder profiles where they're dime a dozen. I like Disney and Adventures.
Yeah.
I wonder what the guy equivalent of that is.
Fishing.
Yeah?
It's fishing. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Just their profile picture is just...
I have seen the whole Tinder thing from the other side on the internet.
Because I've never really seen it, so I was curious.
It's always women saying why are men always just holding fish?
It's just
there's the guy they're just there with their I don't know dudes fish. That's what it is.
Fit cars and fish. Is that
yeah. I don't know what the obsession with fishing is though. I love staring into space. I'll sit and do nothing for hours, but not for fish.
I get fishing can be relaxing, but for me it's when they're I've spent 500 quid on this fishing rod. I'm can't you just tie some string to a stick?
What does it do? And you're I'll hold it over the water.
It's really light.
It bends,
Yeah.
and then I bring it in. And then when I have the fish, what I do is I put it back.
And then sometimes I get mad and I just break the fishing rod.
Or the fish breaks the fishing rod, or it
Yeah.
just costs me like £1,000. My stepdad goes through more fucking fishing gear than
He spends a fortune on it, doesn't he?
Every time I go back to my parents, he's like broke something fishing.
He like lost a pole or something like that.
Lost a portion of his pole, or like had to buy. He like once he like had all of his fish in a net, and then the net fell in, and then he lost the net and all the fish. Because they do fishing tournaments.
Yeah.
Which to me also like. I like skill-based things. I like things you can be good at. And I know somehow people can be better at fishing, but surely it's all luck.
You think so, wouldn't you? Like,
Yeah, how do you...
Probably takes a bit of knowledge to know what fish like what, but
Yeah.
the rest of it is
Yeah.
just going to be luck.
Like game knowledge, yeah. But then you literally just have to like... Just put your fucking rod in the
Predict where a
water.
fish is going to be and be like, will it or won't it?
Yeah, and then you all have like pegs at the beginning. It's just like whoever gets the best peg. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
Don't know.
But we're trying to keep the hot takes to a minimum because yes, last time we went to like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
You actually had a really good one that you told me yesterday that I'd like you to say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll get you one more.
It's the oven.
So I think
Yeah.
the dial on the oven is a waste of time.
It is on our oven. Our
Yeah,
oven's
I mean, we've got an
useless.
electric oven.
Yeah.
It's absolutely garbage. But when you turn an oven on and like, or if you read the back of something, it's like preheat to X degrees. Doesn't matter. 200 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
When you turn the oven on, it should just turn on, and there shouldn't be a dial. It just turns on and goes to 200 degrees.
And it has all the fucking... What are all the icons? I'm sure I've read the manual. What it needs to have is sausages and then everything else.
Yeah, or just sausages for the grill.
Yeah, sausages for the grill and then
Yeah.
everything else on the other side. And
Because
that's
like
it.
you're like, oh, you'll pick up a bag of like oven chips and it'll be like, oh, cook at 170, and then you'll pick up a pizza and be like, cook at 220. Just put it in at 200, put the chips in for a little bit like less, and the pizza in for a little bit longer, and they come out exactly the same.
Who do you think I am? Changing temperatures
Changing
and shit.
that, like, what difference is it gonna make? You just
No.
leave it in for a bit longer or a bit less. Just at 200 degrees, everything works out.
And they
fine.
have those fucking fryers as well that you can just put stuff in and turn on.
Yeah.
Like, why can't they just do it? They're basically small ovens anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah. The dial's a waste of time. Just turn it to 200. It's fine every time.
Turn it to fucking 200.
That's it. For anybody listening that doesn't know how to cook, just turn your oven on to 200, put something in until it goes brown, and pull it out.
That's going to be when I come out with my new rapper name, Tubus. That's going to be my first song. Is 200 degrees.
200 degrees by Tubus.
200 degrees by Tubus. That's where I'm taking this. Right.
Right.
Let's get on with the actual show.
Get on, yeah.
So we went through the like events that we thought would be most interesting. We made a list, and I've come up with a fair few.
Yeah.
Shall we go in the order that we wrote them down?
Let's go.
Wrestling. Tell me your first one for wrestling.
For wrestling, yeah.
So just to cover the rules, no character that can invalidate the competition works. One Punch Man in wrestling or weightlifting, not allowed.
Not
Goku,
allowed, yeah.
not allowed. Like, if you are strong enough to just fuck off the competition, then...
It's pointless. Yeah.
Yeah. So with these characters, they have to not be strong enough that the whole match is irrelevant.
Yeah.
So do you want to tell us your first wrestling one?
So for wrestling, I went with Genzu Shibata, who is the protagonist of I can't remember the name of the anime. It was the one where it's an isekai where he opens a pet shop.
Oh God. Is that the one that has Tiger Mask in it?
Well, yeah, he's based off Tiger Mask, but he's got
Yeah.
a dog mask.
Because I put Tiger Mask in as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like a reference to Tiger Mask.
Okay.
It was a really good show though. I really enjoyed that. But yeah,
Yeah.
he gets isekai'd and is
happens
wrestling
in, like-
monsters. So
That's a really fucking good show, actually, because I watched some of it with you.
yeah, it's really
So what,
really
what
good.
was the name again?
Let me just find out for you.
So basically, the story of this anime is there's a guy who's wrestling and he's fighting his nemesis, right?
Yeah, he's got one last match and then he's going to retire. And
Yeah, and his nemesis really wants to win. And he goes to jump off the top rope
yeah,
and then wakes up in another world.
yeah,
And from there, it's like a comedy where he approaches everything as like a wrestler. He goes like through the world and like all of his problems he sort of deals with as a WWE wrestler.
yeah. It's really really good. It's from Kemono Machi is the name. Sorry,
Kemono
it took
Machi.
Took a while to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yeah, he's a wrestler that he's obsessed with animals and he just wants to open up a pet shop. And the sort of royal family of the Isekai kingdom want him to go and slay the demon lord, and he just couldn't give less of a shit. He's just like doing his own thing, trying to set up a pet shop, and anybody who gets in his way just gets like wrestled.
From what I saw, it was really brilliant. And I'm going to learn how to do it, but because we've got so many characters from so many shows, I'm going to start putting the anime and the character
down in the bottom,
down on the screen or in the bottom. So if you're listening to the podcast, it'll be in the show notes.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, there should be a picture round about here somewhere. I imagine. Once I've learned how to do that,
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. For mine, I mean, Tiger Mask is pretty similar, but I came up with a few that were a bit, not so wrestling obvious.
Okay, yeah.
Uvogin from Hunter x Hunter.
Which one was that?
Who is the guy?
The big hairy guy. Yeah,
the big hairy guy.
Yeah.
He is jacked. He's massive. Like his abilities are just raw strength.
He is just like pure strength, isn't he?
Yeah. And I was thinking just like having someone who is just mad on it, just like super fucking strong.
Yeah.
Probably a good wrestler, Yeah. Yeah. So I think we've shilled Hunter x Hunter on this before, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hunter. For those who haven't watched any of the previous shows, Hunter x Hunter is on Netflix. Fucking watch it.
Yeah, I've got Hunter characters in my some of my other categories. Yeah,
I've got a few.
Yeah.
Did you come up with just one per category?
I did, yeah, but I can probably like list some off the top of my head, I guess.
Right. Okay. Because I've got another one. I've got two.
Yeah, lay it on me.
I got Zangief from Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, because it's got an anime, right?
Yeah, Street Fighter's got an anime. And he's quite literally a wrestler, which is sort of cheating. But he doesn't wrestle in the ring. He wrestles in the streets. A wrestler in the streets. Martial artist in the sheets. Zangief, I think, would make a fucking great wrestler.
He is a wrestler, isn't he?
Yeah.
He would be really good.
He would be really fucking good.
You got Sekabayashi Jun as well, the wrestler from Kengan. The guy with dreadlocks that's just an absolute maniac.
Oh, yeah.
The huge guy.
Kengan Ashura is one that we've not actually spoke about before.
Yeah, that's a really good show.
Tell them about Kengan Ashura.
So that is a martial arts, like an underground martial arts tournament that big corporations use to settle like policies and like bets and stuff. If they want something, they fight over it by choosing champions to go in the ring, and it is just brutal martial arts.
Yeah, and although it's CG, it's actually really well animated.
Really good, yeah.
That is also on Netflix. There's Kengan Ashura and there's Kengan Omega, right?
Yeah, Kengan Omega is still a manga at the moment.
Right, okay.
Ashura's on Netflix, though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Kengan is definitely worth a watch. Like,
Baki and Kengan are both really good martial arts shows.
Baki's very similar to Kengan, right? Mm-hmm. We were talking about Kengan last episode. Yeah. I also have Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay, yeah, he'd be a good wrestler.
That guy just looks like a wrestler.
He's just a big tough guy.
Yeah, he's just huge. He's just massive. Yeah, I think he'd just do a great job. Yeah. Again, if you've not seen Full Metal Alchemist, also on Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix, sponsor us. Please. Yeah. I think Armstrong for Full Metal Alchemist. I would actually love to see all of these wrestle together.
Yeah,
if there was some way to see it, like
an anime WrestleMania.
Yeah. Oh, fucking anime WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We should do. You know what we should do is like a tier list.
Oh, of wrestlers.
Yeah, or people we think would stand a chance.
Okay. In a WrestleMania.
Yeah, in a WrestleMania. That would have to be like a YouTube video, though. I guess. But that would be a great idea. So yeah, wrestling I think is quite an interesting one because the characters all need to it's quite multi-purpose, isn't it, wrestling?
Yeah, I mean and sort of WWE wrestling is different to Olympic wrestling as well.
Yeah. Olympic wrestling is really popular in Russia, isn't it?
Yeah, because they got Sambo, which is similar.
Yeah. So they wrestling I sort of came at this thinking as like a WWE wrestler, to be honest. But I think actually, like, the Olympics, which is stupid because it's an episode about the Olympics.
It's just because you love wrestling, that's all.
It is, yeah. The moment I start thinking about wrestling, I'm just like,
WWE.
Fucking WWE is gone.
Hell in a Cell.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking the Golden Boys.
There's no ladder matches in the Olympics, lad. I'm sorry.
It would be way better if it was. It would be way better if it was. So, yeah. I think that's pretty cool. The thing is, is it's quite hard to like think about who would win because we've sort of come at this with like a who would win in a fight sort of scenario, wasn't it, originally? But I actually don't fucking know. I mean, Tiger Mask is gone. He's not strong enough.
Yeah.
It would probably be Uvogin.
Yeah, I guess he is like probably the strongest, isn't he?
He has special powers, right, as well?
Yeah.
Which probably wouldn't be allowed, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure, really.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, we'll have to move on, but I think for the next one, we should come at it with like a who do we think would win?
Who do we think would win? Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to tell me yours for weightlifting?
For weightlifting, I think the person who'd have it hands down would be Machio from How Many Dumbbells Can You Lift?
That's a good one.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's
just
a good one.
the head coach who's the like skinny guy, but then when he takes his shirt off, he's fucking huge.
Elevator pictures on that anime.
If you like weightlifting, or if you like weightlifting, you'll enjoy it. If you're not sure about weightlifting and want to learn about it, watch it because it's also got cute girls in it. There you go. That's all you need.
Yeah, it's literally just an anime about weightlifting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about a middle school girl who starts getting a bit pudgy, so she joins the gym and learns all about it with her mates. Like they all join.
Yeah, lots of people.
Very educational though.
They all started. Lots of people started lifting because of that anime.
Yeah, and the opening's a banger as well.
Yeah, why? Who does it? Do you know?
I don't know. I just know it's really good.
Right. So that guy is strong. Like he's massive. But Thorkel from Vinland Saga.
Yeah,
I think that guy throws a log. Like he picks up a tree
and throws it like it's nothing. Yeah, I think he would be pretty. He'd do well in like what they call like a snatch or something like that.
What is that? What's a snatch?
Where they like lift it over their head.
Is that the one where like they clean jerk?
Yeah, they got clean and jerks and all that sort of stuff.
Have you ever wondered in the Olympics, like, because like Olympic weightlifting and normal weightlifting are different, aren't they? The Olympic weightlifting looks way less safe.
Oh yeah,
way less safe.
Yeah,
because they have to like they do the whole like and they put and they like arch their back and like snap their legs.
Oh yeah, when they sort of like throw it above their head and then catch it and then
that shit doesn't look
doesn't look right, does it?
Yeah, no, I just don't know. Like, because you see people in the Olympics fucking pass out. Like, some dudes have, like, bled from their eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. Olympic lifts do look a bit sketchy to me.
Yeah. Like, you've been into weightlifting for quite a while, haven't you?
But I don't dare do any of that sort of stuff.
No, fuck that.
Like, well, not about being trained. I wouldn't dare do it on my own.
No. And you'd want other people there. Yeah. One guy who won this year's Olympics had a back problem.
Really?
Yeah, and he just fucking did it. Yeah.
They lift like 200 kilograms over their head.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah. It's more weight than I can lift.
I got a few honourable mentions.
Go on.
Right, I think Thorkel was my one because he's got no special powers, right?
Yeah, he's just strong.
Yeah. However, Guts.
Maybe in the Paralympics.
Before he loses his arm.
Yeah, I think Guts would do really well.
Guts would do fucking
he's shaped like a sort of Olympic weightlifter.
He's very like triangle, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Guts from Berserk would do.
I was thinking Guts as well, but I was like, he's only got one arm.
Yeah, I mean before the arm.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good one.
And Gamagori from Kill la Kill.
Oh yeah, the big guy.
He is massive.
Yeah, well they can't decide how big he is, can they?
No, because he always changes size. Yeah. Kill la Kill, also on Netflix.
On Netflix, yeah.
I've had friends say, "Oh, I don't know, like, could we hang out and can we watch like some anime and all that?"
Yeah.
Yes, we will definitely hang out and watch anime. But any of the things we're shouting out, if it sounds good, give it a go and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Kill la Kill is a good one. Yeah, I think Gamagori is like probably illegal. Like that dude's definitely on summit. Like,
yeah, but who isn't in the Olympics?
Well, yeah, it's just who can get away with it.
It's who can get away with it best. Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think Thorkel. Should we name Thorkel the winner?
We'll post Thorkel as the winner.
Thorkel as the winner.
Yeah.
The one after we had was much harder.
Yeah.
Much harder. Shooting or archery?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
sort of like a ranged kind of character.
Yeah. So I've got a few. One that is definitely, like, I put it down, but it's definitely not allowed.
Alright.
So I'll start with him.
Okay.
Literally in the name, Archer from Fate Stay Night.
Yeah, I was like thinking that. It's the obvious one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's a bit like cheating.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's his class.
He would have it hands down though, wouldn't he?
Yeah, because he's designed to. Like, that's who he's meant to be.
Yeah.
But to go for my actual one,
Yeah.
Ashitaka from Princess Mononoke. That dude is fucking lethal with a bow and arrow.
Is he?
Yeah, have you seen Princess
I have
Mononoke?
never seen it.
Right, there's a bit at the beginning where they're getting attacked,
Yeah.
and he's on the back of a yak, and he's got a bow, and some dude's about to hit someone. He lifts his arms up like this, and he shoots an arrow,
Yeah.
and it goes through his arms and takes both of his arms off. And the dude just like looks at the stumps on his arms.
He just takes his arm off.
Yeah, just fucking he just murders people. Like and you can see him like using the wind.
All right.
Like people are invading and he's like using the wind and he looks like where people are across from a field and he looks and then goes like that and shoots it. And the arrow like bends
curves
and
around.
curves in the wind and like hits some guy.
So he's just like a sick archer then.
Yeah, he's just absolutely sick.
I'll
yeah.
have to watch Princess Mononoke. I've been meaning to watch it for ages, but
It's a long boy.
yeah,
It's fucking
Ghibli
long.
films are long, aren't they?
Yeah. Princess Mononoke is a fucking great movie though.
Yeah.
I have seen it like 300 times though. So it's one of those ones where I always tell people to watch it, but I don't think I could watch it.
You don't want to watch it again, yeah.
I don't want to watch it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? Who's your contender?
So mine's a weird one. It's a bit it's not standard. I went for Borgoff Marcus, or Marcus Borgoff, the guy from D, the Last Vampire Hunter. Vampire Hunter D.
Vampire Hunter D.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
He's
shit.
like a guy with like a crossbow on his wrist.
Right.
Yeah, I just thought that was a cool, like, he's a good archer, you know? He always hits her with a wrist, but I feel like being able to hit somebody just by pointing your arm accurately is probably
A
quite
lot
difficult.
harder.
It would probably translate to archery and shooting, was my thinking.
Yeah, I could see
Because
that.
the crossbow, so it's in between a bow and a gun, and it's also like wrist mounted, so I feel like he's got pretty good
Yeah.
aim.
Yeah.
You know?
I think
He was
that's
the guy
fucking-
who where he gets like just a handful of arrows and then just shoots them up in the sky at the start of the movie.
I watched Vampire Hunter D when I was 13 years old, and I haven't watched it since. Like, Vampire Hunter D is an old-ass anime.
It is. It's good though.
Yeah.
I like it.
I watched it when I was like 15 years. Like,
Yeah.
when I watched it 15 years ago. So
That's a long time ago.
that's a long time ago.
Yeah, he's like a dude with a beard and like a headband. He just had like a wrist mounted crossbow.
Okay. Go on then.
He used like silver arrows.
Sellers on Vampire Hunter D? Because I don't remember it at all.
It's very old style aesthetic, isn't it?
Yeah, very 80s anime.
It's very 80s, and it is about a Dun Peel, who is a half human, half vampire.
Okay.
Apparently, there's a difference on what you call them if the dad's a vampire, or if the mum's a vampire. But you know.
What, in that anime or in
No,
general?
like in general folklore sort of stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, apparently, there's a difference. But yeah, he's a Dun Peel, which is why he's Vampire Hunter D. And yeah, that's it. He's just a sort of like, it's basically like anime Blade.
Or Van Helsing.
Yeah, it's very dark aesthetic and very old school. Yeah, it's nice.
I think it was illustrated by Yashitaka Amano, who's the Final Fantasy cover artist.
Okay.
Yeah, and he also did all the old Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy IV.
Yeah.
Because you can tell. Like,
Yeah, it's got that sort of
It's
look
got
to
like
it.
a very watercolory, whimsical sort of art.
A lot of the character design's really good as well.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of old anime that's about vampires.
Yeah.
Vampire Hunter D, Blood.
Blood.
Yeah. Fucking... God, we watched one recently that was old and that had vampires in.
Yeah, I think there's a newer one come out as well. It's like a drama. It's like set on Mars or something like that.
All right. But yeah, no, Vampire Hunter D is a great one. I actually don't know. I think that would be pretty...
I think we'd put it down to your character. From what you were saying,
Yeah.
I'll have to watch Princess Mononoke, to be fair, though. But
Yeah.
I'd put it down to your guy. I think he's...
Yeah, it is. Vampire Hunter D is illustrated by Yashitaka Amano.
Oh, yeah, you were right.
Yeah, I've just checked it. But yeah, I would go for my guy. Just
Yeah.
because, like...
He
it's
sounds
not
like he knows what he's doing.
He's just fucking lethal.
Yeah.
And he gets like his arm infected in like the first 2 minutes and still manages to like fire things. And he's riding the fucking yak and then like bandages up his arm and still manages to kill people as he's like...
Just a bit of a badass there.
He's just a legend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll put the... starting to get better there. Put the winner there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. So then we've got volleyball for the next one.
Yeah, volleyball. Now I feel like this one is a little unfair in like how obvious you could go.
Yeah.
There's quite literally some volleyball anime, isn't there?
There is a handful of volleyball anime. However, I went for Razor from Hunter x Hunter.
I also went for Razor from Hunter x Hunter.
The winner is Razor from Hunter x Hunter.
I actually have some others though. Yeah. Okay, how about this one then?
All right.
I did also say Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, because he.
Yeah, because he.
It's one of the best bits in the show. It's
the
awesome.
Greed Island arc.
Yeah, where they play volleyball. Like the Greed Island arc goes on for a long time, but there's some good stuff in there.
The volleyball fight is so fucking worth
It's
it.
really
Yeah.
good.
How about this one then? Because I wrote multiples for each one. Here's a curveball. Krillin.
Krillin.
Yeah. Krillin because of his Destructo disc.
Okay.
That guy can fucking throw. And I feel like although he's short, he'd probably make a good volleyball.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what you call him, like sportsman. I think he'd make a good sportsman.
No, I think he'd be better in the discus throwing.
Yeah, we ain't got that though, have we?
Honorable mention.
Yeah, honorable mention discus Krillin.
Yeah, I think.
And then there's also, Hinata from Heikyuu.
Yeah, because the main character in a volleyball anime.
Yeah, I think that one went. I was hoping for a bit more.
Like a to and fro
From that, but yeah, fucking
Razor's hand.
Razor.
He's cool as fuck, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's awesome.
Razor's too good.
He's too good to not.
Too good, yeah. But we're only at 30 minutes. We only really planned to do 4.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, we can keep going.
Yeah, I've got a few for some others if you want.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to choose the next one if you got some interesting ones lined up?
Yeah, sure. So this is sort of a stretch. Climbing. Who have you got for climbing?
So climbing, I went for Hanayama from Baki.
Right.
That's the Yakuza guy who deadlifts his suit off.
What about the guy in Baki that climbs out a missile silo using just his hands?
Yeah, that guy is probably
Probably a pretty good shout.
Yeah, the guy that just climbs up a smooth surface.
Yeah, he just they lock him in a missile silo because he's so dangerous, and he climbs up the wall vertically.
Just from the little the small dints in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I think
there is there's a guy from a manga called Tough as well. I can't remember his name. I couldn't find it. But that guy was like a rock climber who took up martial arts, and he does like grappling, like judo sort of stuff. But because his grip strength's so good from climbing, he like grabs onto people's rib cages. He like hooks under their rib cage and throws them with that.
Fucking
yeah, that's how I felt when I read it. I was like, oh,
that makes me feel like that bit in fucking Goematsu's Last Blood or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, sorry. There's that, and it's the bit from the old Baki.
Oh yeah, the cord cutting.
Oh, fuck that shit. Oh, there's a bit in an old Baki, an 80s Baki.
It's an OVA, isn't it?
OVA, yeah. Where he's fighting a guy and his thing is to like attack his people's nerves.
Yeah.
And he fights Baki and like jams his finger in his neck and pulls a nerve out of his neck like that.
And then snaps it.
Snaps it. And it just like I watched it and I was like, fucking yeah.
Yeah.
There's also like cringe bits. There's one there's a movie called like Goemon's Last Blood or something like
Blood
that.
Spray of Goemon.
Blood
Is that
Spray of Goemon.
That's the Lupin one, right?
Yeah, it's a Lupin the Third Side movie. And he's like fighting a really big guy. And he like just he just sacrifices some of his body.
Yeah.
And like slides under the guy's arms, but he has 2 axes and goes like that and cuts the top of
like
his...
a chunk of his shoulder.
Cuts his arms off, like just the size. I was like, oh, cold fucking sweats when you think about that. It is fucking grim. So my climbing one was Link.
Link
From Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Which is a stretch, but it did get an anime in the 90s.
Yeah. It's also a stretch because he like gets tired immediately and falls to his death.
Well, shit, yeah. Yeah, he's a very good climber.
Unless you've had like 800 of those seeds that do your stamina up.
Fucking Breath of the Wild. That's for another day.
That's another day.
We're fucking... as a lifelong Zelda fan, everyone was fucking coming over like Breath of the Wild, and I just...
Didn't get you, did it?
No. I played it a lot, but like I got to the end boss and couldn't beat it because I ran out of shields. Which is... It's not Zelda.
Not the Zelda you know and love.
No. I shouldn't have to go fucking grind equipment for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think your guy's definitely going to win that one.
Yeah.
So what was it? What was his name?
It's Hanayama.
Hanayama.
Yeah.
Winner of the not climbing. Winner of climbing. Yeah.
Based on a real guy, apparently. I found
Is
out
it?
the other day, yeah.
Oh.
Like, just some guy who joined the Yakuza, like left school early, joined the Yakuza. Climbed the ranks really quick.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like fucking terrifying, though. Joining the Yakuza at like 15?
Yeah.
No. That's it. Fucking...
Doing work experience for the mob.
I'm retarded enough that I'd be dead in like a week. Like if I joined the Yakuza, it just wouldn't fucking
work
happen.
out.
Yeah. I think the problem with this is that I think me and you are going to have both like similar ideas.
Similar,
yeah. So
we're
for
very
shot
similar
put,
minded, aren't we?
Yeah. What did you have for shot put?
So I had the Beast Titan.
I have the Beast Titan.
Do you also have the Beast Titan?
What do you have for javelin?
So I have two.
Yeah.
I have the same situation as you for shooting. So I had Lancer from Fate.
Okay.
But figured that is a bit cheating.
And Evangelion by any chance?
No. So for my backup one, I had Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail.
Okay. Tell me why.
At the start of one of the earlier arcs, they are they're like trapped in like a dome or something. Mm-hmm. And to get through it, she has like a lance, and she throws it. And as she throws it, the main character, I can't remember his name, is behind him, and he kicks it with like his fire, and they break through the barrier. But see, she has she did have armor that boosted her throwing ability, but I feel like in general she's pretty good at all weaponry. So
she's a winner by default.
By default.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I sat and thought for fucking ages because I thought this was such a good idea.
Yeah.
And it has been so hard. Like we might have to revisit this another time.
Yeah.
Because it has been so difficult to actually
pick them out.
Find characters that like really work. So yeah.
It's hard to find ones where it's not like cheating, isn't it?
Yeah, because of all the special powers and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we might just have to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a nice short one this week.
Yeah.
We have got a brilliant idea that's been handed in by somebody else. Next week is going to be the worst dads of anime.
The worst dads of anime.
Yeah, so we'll do the same thing where we'll just like write down some of the dads and like fucking why they're assholes.
Yeah, we'll just get a bit of a rant.
And go on about them. This has been a nice experiment.
Yeah.
It was a bit different than what we normally do.
Yeah.
I imagine we'll get better at it and all that. But
yeah, I mean, we can, we might revisit it. We might do it as like a yearly thing. Because originally I was like, oh yeah, the Anime Olympics. We can do it every time the Olympics is on. That's once every 4 years.
That's every 4 years.
Yeah. So we might do it a yearly one or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll spitball them.
And there's a new season starting soon as well, isn't there?
Yeah, so we'll
probably talk about all the new ones that are coming out.
Oh yeah, I also would like to say, I got a lot of feedback about Tokyo Revengers, and I am going to continue to watch it, and I will write down my thoughts and feelings and come back with a proper review.
I've watched 6 episodes and I still think it's shit.
Have you watched more of it? You didn't tell me.
Yeah.
It's still shit.
It's still shit. I don't care what they say. Like, fucking anime, fucking... Okay, actually, have I covered this? Have I covered this hot take? Right. If you have to watch the first 10 fucking seasons of something to be good, we've covered this before. Right. I'm going to watch some more. If by episode like 15 it's still shit, I'm out.
Wasted your time.
It's a waste of time.
Also, I would like to add, it has taken almost 70 people to convince me to watch more than the first episode, which to me says, not a good show.
It's not a good show. Ooh, fucking hell.
We're just knocking off our...
Tearing the show apart. Yeah.
Anyway, so...
it's all right.
It's
fucking, it's not unlike anything else.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this was a good one. This was a good week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to round it out, and then we'll be back next week, hopefully. Yeah.
Right. Cheers for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.